Good and bad death battles. Ganondorf versus Bowser. Two of the most iconic video game villains ever. But who can win in the fight? And will it be good or bad? And guys, let me just tell you, it's great to be back. So let's do this thing. As we all know, Ganondorf is kind of slow. I mean, not counting this, do not count this as really information, but you know from the Smash Bros. Series, he's the slowest character in there, but we're not counting that. But in all of the Legend of Zelda games, when you fight Ganondorf, he doesn't really charge at you. He actually walks slowly to fight Link. But that's the thing. Maybe I don't think Ganondorf has ever shown anything like of super speed, so he's pretty much a slow character when it comes to that. Bowser, in his case, is slow and fast. I know that makes no sense, but let me explain. It's like he's slower than Mario, but as we are seeing in Super Mario 64, he can jump incredible heights and make short charges, so he has somewhat speed. The winner of speed is obviously Bowser. I mean, in the Mario game, you see Bowser charge at you and do all these things to try and crush you by jumping, running as fast as he can, even though you're able to outrun him. While Ganondorf in the Legend of Zelda games, he takes his time, slowly coming towards you and stuff like that. So yeah, Bowser is faster than Ganondorf. Ganondorf can survive a ton of deadly shit that would kill us, and this is all thanks to the Triforce of Power. Ganondorf has survived a full blast from Baloo in The Wind Waker, and in Twilight Princess, sorry about that, he survived an attack from Midna while she was fused with the Shadow. And get this, in that same game, Ganondorf is executed. The guy took a freaking sword through his body and he was still alright. I mean, he literally broke off the chains and said, and plucked the freaking sword out like it was nothing. No, he was in pain, but no, it was nothing. It takes only deadly weapons to actually hurt Ganondorf, like the Master Sword, the silver arrows, and the light arrows. So you either need that to really hurt Ganondorf. We all know Bowser has great endurance. Before I say my endurance, remember that Bowser is a Koopa. And remember from Koopa vs. Goomba, Koopa's shell is very durable. So Bowser is like, he ain't no normal Koopa. So his shell is freaking, must be near indestructible. Not indestructible, near indestructible. But back to his endurance. He's pretty much is inconsistent in the game, but he's probably immune to fire. He's been submerged in lava before. He's fallen from great heights, been blown up, crushed, electrocuted, flash frozen, and shattered. But none of these have yet to been permanent death for him. This guy keeps coming back. He won't stay dead. And if he is dead, we'll have no more Mario games. The winner of the endurance round is Ganondorf. Now I know I said all those things about Bowser, but he can be hurt by almost anything, while Ganondorf, it takes those three things I said before to actually hurt him. So Ganondorf wins this because of the Triforce of Power, giving him almost immunity over all weapons and other attacks. As we all know, Ganondorf is strong. Do not take this for account unless you want to, but he is the strongest character in the Super Smash Bros. Series. And thanks to the Triforce of Power, Ganondorf has a ton of that strength. He draws strength from the hatred of the banished Twilight people, and he's so strong that he was able to punch his throne room and make it collapse. And that's his only feats of strength. From looking at him, we can all tell that Bowser is strong. He's one of the most powerful characters in the Mario series. He can easily break through boulders and topple enemies many times his size actually. And in Mario and Luigi's Bowser Inside Story, Bowser can move islands and lift giant statues. Bowser uses his strength for quick punches, claw swipes, tackles, stomps, and body slams. That move islands things though. Dang. Shoot. The winner of strength is Bowser. I know. Here comes the hate. And I'm on here and see in the comments, Ganondorf has the Triforce of Power. What's wrong with you? Well, look. Ganondorf doesn't have any really strength feats for real besides punching his throne room. And really, that's it. I also looked up that he was able to kill one of the ancient sages with his bare hands. Now at first I thought I was going to count that as strength, but I had to think about it. The Triforce of Power, I was about to say courage. The Triforce of Power grants him that. So I think that's an ability he could do, just kill spirits. Well, this is basically my opinion. And unless you can prove a good point that Ganondorf is stronger than Bowser, please put it in the comments below. But to me, Bowser might be a good percentage, little bit stronger than Ganondorf. The reason I got power and magic there is because Bowser has a power and magic, and you can't really call Ganondorf's things powers. You can just call them all magic. So let's just get started. Before he got the Triforce of Power, in Ocarina of Time, Ganondorf was able to use Magical Blast. But when he got it, he was able to do a lot more dark magic. He was able to create monsters, resurrect the dead, freeze foes in red ice, fly, imprison and warp his enemies, and could transform into the monstrous beast, Ganon, and create a copy of himself, which is Phantom Ganon. Now let me show you images of those things. Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that a fairy actually beats these things. Alright, let's check out Bowser's powers and magical abilities. The power that we see the most from Bowser is his fire breath. He can use his fire breath to produce continuous flares or flurries of individual fireballs. Yeah, he breaks all science right here. He can even use his fire breath underwater. And as evidence shown in Super Mario 64 and New Super Mario Bros., he can produce blue flames that home in on his enemies. Now on to his dark magic, which he is a skilled user in. He's able to use his dark magic to transform into a giant boulder, as seen in Super Mario Galaxy. And from various games, Bowser can also change his size. What's that? Am I forgetting something? Ooh, wait, I know what you're all thinking. Where is Giga Bowser? Alright, let me just explain this. In Link vs. Cloud, they didn't use Smash. But for Luigi vs. Tails, Luigi does use his final Smash. So, I'm 50-50 about this because I looked it up. Giga Bowser is a Brawl exclusive. Well, not Brawl exclusive. A Smash Brothers only character. He's not really in the Mario series. So I'm not going to count him in. If Death Battle does make this happen, and he's counted in, like for the preview, I'll make a quick video saying his abilities and all that. But even with or without Giga Bowser, the winner of powers is, well, powers and magical power to correct myself, is Ganondorf. He's more skilled than freaking Bowser in the use of magic. So yeah. Alright, we go to our next round, the weapons round. Ganondorf's weapon of choice is the Execution Sword, which is this little beaut right here, and has a good name because it was the sword used to execute him. And while it has no special abilities, Ganon himself is a skilled swordsman. Bowser's main weapons are what he used in the original Super Mario Brothers. Hammers. And I mean hammers, not just hammers. And since it's a Mario world, we can safely assume he has infinite amount because he'll just throw them out at Mario. So yeah, we're saying infinite. And the winner of the weapons round is Ganondorf. I mean, you can have infinite amount of hammers, and really, what's that gonna do? Ganon can just slice those things out with his sword. I can see that happening right now. That would be cool, though. Now, if this was a death battle, the winner would be Ganondorf, thanks to his endurance, mostly his endurance, magic, and his badass sword. But mostly his endurance, people. Because like I said before, it only takes 3 things to actually hurt Ganon. And these 3 things actually are the real things that can actually kill Ganon. The Master Sword, the Light Arrows, and the Silver Arrows. Sure, Bowser's stronger and faster. He can beat Ganon, but he cannot beat him to death. And that's why I have to say this would be a bad death battle. Ultimately, God, I'm sorry, I'm stuttering, but ultimately, there, I said it. Bowser can stand a chance, but how's he gonna kill Ganondorf? So, yeah, there's that. Alright, get ready, guys, for the season finale. It's gonna blow your minds what I come up with. And thanks for watching this. Subscribe to Death Battle. Watch him on Screw Attack or YouTube. Subscribe to me. Like, comment, and peace.